Mail call. I just got a mystery box with 50 45s in it. Let's see what I got here on the Vinyl Jukebox. What's up, everyone? It's Ben from the Vinyl Jukebox, and if you haven't done so already, please be sure to leave a like and a comment below this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. So Noble Records is one of my favorite VC channels to watch on YouTube. I've been watching for a few years now, and Dylan always puts out great videos, and he also owns a record store in Matthews, North Carolina. He also started a reissue label where he's been reissuing really cool, obscure rock titles, psychedelic hard rock, even some prog titles. He's been doing exclusives with other record labels, but also he started releasing some stuff on his own. I have a few of his titles. They are amazing. So definitely check him out if you don't know him. But about a year or so ago, Dylan posted a video where he had acquired this collection from the Voice of America radio station. If you don't know the Voice of America, one of the oldest running stations, broadcast internationally, definitely a lot of history there. But essentially, he acquired a big portion of the Voice of America record collection to be sold not only in his store, but also online. So I picked up a few titles here and there from auctions, but a little while ago, he put up on his website these mystery boxes with 45s, because apparently I think he picked up a lot of 45s and he just wants to move them as quickly as possible. So I figured this would be a lot of fun. So there are 50 45s in here, all from the Voice of America collection. You're going to see they're in generic sleeves. They have the Voice of America catalog markings on them. But that's okay. It's really about the music, but I have no idea what's going to be in here. I'm really excited. He said it could be anything. It could be rock, it could be R&B, it could be pop, it could be who knows. This is music from the 50s all the way up to the 90s. So a pretty broad selection there, and I'm really excited to see what's in here because, you know, with mystery boxes, you never know. So there could be a grail in here, maybe that they missed. I know that he's gone through these records, so I'm pretty sure that anything of crazy value or crazy rarity, he would have gotten rid of already, or not gotten rid of, but he would have taken out and sold separately. But we'll see what we get here. So let me open this up real quick. Let's, my trusty knife. Nice, easy cut there, and let's open this up and see what we've got inside. All right, so record right on the top, and let's see what we got. And so I'll put this down. I'll just kind of pull them out and show them as I go. I may not know all of these artists. I don't know. I really don't know what's in here. I'm hoping I know all these artists, because that would be really cool. But let's just go through all these and I'll talk about what I can, I guess. So first off here, and I like how this one's in a outer sleeve. I hope they're all in outer sleeves. Oh, doesn't look like, oh, maybe, I don't know. We got Nazareth, Hair the Dog. Not a bad way to start it off, and Love Hurts. Very nice. Now you're messing with a son of a bitch. Very nice. All right, excited about that one. Very cool way to start this off. Next up, and this happens to be a Goodwill exclusive for sure. This is Wayne Newton. What do we got here? Summer Colors and Dream Street Rose. Okay. Probably, and what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to make two piles. I'm going to make piles of records that I'm super pumped about and records that maybe I have to do a little bit of research on and that I don't know as well. So we'll organize it like that. Ooh, very nice. We got the Beatles, Twist and Shout. This one did not have the paper outer sleeve, but it has an interesting sticker there from the Voice of America catalog. So really cool. And then the Beatles, There's a Place. So not too bad. This looks like a reissue. This does not look like an original 45, but either way, really cool. Not only is it Beatles, but it's from the Voice of America collection, so can't go wrong there. All right, first person that I have no idea who they are, and you guys can let me know in the comments. You might say, Ben, how could you be so dumb? How do you not know this guy? Well, I don't. So we got Anthony Newley, I Think I Like You, and Something in Your Smile. Really nice. And this one's a white label promo. Interesting. All right, next one. Another guy I don't know. We got Peter Nero. Theme from Jesus Christ Superstar. All right, I know that show. And theme from Summer of 42. Okay. So I don't know if he had anything to do with those, but there you go. And I'm going to run through these kind of quickly because there's a lot of them here. Got Anthony Newley, another I Think I Like You, so that's a repeat there. We got Nitty Gritty Dirt Bands, Fishing in the Dark and Keeping the Road Hot. Interesting. And to be honest, I mean, we got two that I really like and a bunch that I'm not too crazy about. All right, here we go. The Everly Brothers, These Shoes. Don't really have any Everly Brothers in my collection and don't know if I will keep the Everly Brothers in my collection. This looks like a newer release. This is like an 80s release. This one's definitely had some wear on the label for sure. All right. So next up, we've got... what is this? Candy? No. Confunction. Anybody ever heard of them? I don't know. I'm going to have to check some of this stuff out because I've never... That's another good thing about this mystery box. It might give me a little bit of an education on some artists that I don't know. Willie Nelson, There's No Easy Way, but There Is a Way, and Island in the Sea. So always love some Willie. Awesome, especially as the summer's coming around. Love listening to Willie in the summer. Huey Lewis and the News. That's cool. What do we got here? Walking on a Thin Line and The Only One. Really cool. And, you know, some people are kind of bothered, and that's a demo copy, not for sale. Some people might be kind of bothered by the numbers being there. I'm really not bothered by it, and Dylan's talked about this in his videos too, and I really agree with him. Like, it's a historical piece. I mean, you're getting something from an iconic radio station that was broadcasted around the world. So it's not so much about getting like the pristine copy and the original packaging. It's really about the history behind it and thinking, hey, this might have been the first time that somebody in this country had ever heard you know, Hair of the Dog by Nazareth or the Beatles, Twist and Shout. Like, you never know, and it's kind of cool to think about. All right, next up, ooh, this is a good one. B.B. King, Into the Night, and it says sample copy there, very nice. And Century City Chase or JB in Tehran, okay. This must be from a soundtrack. Okay, so at least they get a B.B. King song there. That's kind of cool. All right, so we got Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Wake Up Everybody Part 2 and Part 1. Pet Shop Boys, That's My Impression. I've heard of them. I'm not too familiar with their stuff. Let's see here. Juice Newton. Man, this guy's got to be good. Juice Newton with a name like that. First time caller and Till You Cry. Okay. Juice Newton. That's my new favorite artist there. Write me down in the comments below. What kind of music is Juice Newton? Because you'll probably get to tell me before I have time to listen. So, all right. Next up, Noel Silent Morning. Yeah, Noel. I don't know. Looks kind of 80s, the label there. Genesis. I know Genesis. We all know Genesis. Throwing It All Away and Do the Neurotic. I don't know either of these songs, so should be cool to hear. I like some Genesis from time to time. Ooh. Night Ranger, Sister Christian. That's a hit right there. Sample copy, really cool. And Chipping Away. All right. Graham Nash from Crosby, Stills and Nash, for sure. Used to Be King and Wounded Bird. All right, so not too bad. Got some cool stuff there. Another Willie Nelson. Fire and Rain and I'm a Memory. Pretty cool. All right, another Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. What do we have here? Another Wake Up Everybody. So there are some repeats in here. You know, I think they just took a random group of records and put them in the box. Maybe they didn't go through them. I don't think they mean to give repeats, but you know, is what it is. Oh, another Juice Newton. Juice Newton. I gotta find this guy and make him like co-host of my channel. That would be awesome. Oh, this is kind of cool. Moody Blues. This is The Spirit and The Other Side of Life, and I could see through the sleeve. This is a blue 45. You know, at this time, this is probably from the 80s. Yeah, 85. At this time, it was probably very uncommon because I haven't seen very many colored records, let alone colored 45s from that time period. So it must have been very uncommon to have a colored 45 at that time. So kind of cool to have that. We got Paul Simon here, Gumboots. And You Can Call Me Al. Not Paul, but Al. Picture sleeve here, a rare picture sleeve. I don't know. No, didn't get any before. I don't know, maybe we'll get more paper sleeves later, or picture sleeves later. Bob Nolan, never heard of him. Cool Water. Looks like country, or could be kind of gospel-y. Yeah, looks like it's country. Country and Western favorites. Yep. Okay. Interesting. Olivia Newton-John, Dance Round and Round. Totally Hot. Everybody loves Olivia Newton-John. Another one, Olivia Newton-John, Let It Shine, and He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother. He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother. These song titles, oh my gosh. And what's crazy is I'm not really a big 45 guy. I figured that this would be kind of fun for the video, but it's interesting the songs that they decide to put out as singles from some of these artists. Najee, Bet You Don't Know. We've got a single version. Both are single versions. It's a promo copy. Never heard of Najee. Now I do. All right, Bobby Nunn, Sex Maniac on Motown. This has got to be good. There's no way this is not good. Do You Look That Good in the Morning? Wow. Okay. This is going to be funky. I could tell. I'm going to put that one on right after this video, I think. The New Christy Minstrels. So this sounds like Christian music. It Should Have Been You, and It Should Have Been You. Okay. I guess they didn't have a B-side for that one. I love these old Columbia labels. I think, are these promo labels? Yeah, I love these Columbia promo labels. I don't know why. They just look really cool with the red font. Jim Neighbors, Old Blue, and Shazam. Never heard of this guy either. But Shazam is a cool name for a song. Oh, we got another Wayne Newton. Laura Lee, and I'll Be With You, Apple Blossom Time. So far, I mean, I think I'm probably about 35 records in, maybe a little more than that. So far, I mean, I have to say this is a little disappointing. I know it was a random selection. You could have gotten anything, but it's a little disappointing given the fact that there were a lot of records here and most of them are not anything that I'll be listening to regularly, but you never know. I'm going to search some of these records up, learn a little more about them, and we'll see, but let's keep going. We've got Alex North and his orchestra, theme from The Bachelor Party. I could see why Dylan was not selling these records on his Whatnot stream. Vicky Nelson with The Sounds, Like a Baby. And I have heard of neither Vicky Nelson nor The Sounds. All right, next up, Ricky Nelson. I think I've heard of Ricky Nelson. Just a Little Too Much and Sweeter Than You. Okay. I feel like some of these songs I would know if I heard them. Like, I'd know from just hearing them around. Because there's no way in that pile of records that I don't really know. There's no way I don't know all of those songs. Paul Simon, You Can Call Me Alan, Gumboots again. So we got a repeat here. What do we have next? Charlie Sexton. Ooh, Hold Me and Hold Me Again. So we got 2 Hold Me's there. White label MCA promo. Another Charlie Sexton. What is this? Beat So Lonely. And what's this other one? Hold Me Again. And this one's a sample copy there. Okay. What do we got here? Howard Hewitt. Eye on You and I'm For Real. Michael Henderson, She's a Tearjerker, Until You Love Somebody. Never heard of him as well. I'm not really talking about the ones I've never heard of. Okay, I know Neil Diamond, The Story of My Life, and Love Doesn't Live Here Anymore. I can't say I know any Neil Diamond beyond Sweet Caroline. But maybe I'll like that song. I don't know. Dixiana, never heard of her. That's What I'm Working On Tonight, and If I Can't Have You. Daryl and Don Ellis. I feel like I've heard of Don. Where's Don Ellis from? The Eagles? Let me know in the comments below. Goodbye Highway and I Know You Come Around. Okay. Diamond Rio, Nowhere Bound. Is this an Artista promo copy? I don't know. I've never seen that Artista label. Okay, Daniel Davis, Fighting Fire with Fire, and Across the Room to You. I don't know who this is. No, not Daniel Davis. Davis Daniel. Okay. Holly Dunn, No One Takes the Train Anymore. We all drive into work. And Too Many. 2 as in the number 2. 2 is in a lot, or 2 more 2. Many. Oh my gosh. I've never heard of this record label before. A division of Kirshner Entertainment. Okay. James Darren, As Long As You Love Me, and Mammy Blue. Okay. What's next here? Oh, another Neil Diamond, Chunky Granola Sweet, and Stones. I'm assuming not referring to the Rolling Stones, because that would be too cool for Neil Diamond to do. All right, What Does He Think? From Margie Day, from a Broadway musical. That, I don't know. I don't think anybody's watching this channel to learn about Broadway musicals. Bang Records. Isn't that a cool label? This Is My Story by Derek. Cinnamon by Derek. No last name, but Derek, you're on a very cool record label, and I'm going to give this a spin because I might like it. Delaney and Bonnie. God Knows I Love You, and Only You Know and I Know. Okay. Oh, nice. Another Nazareth, Hair of the Dog, and Love Hurts. Really cool. Rick James. Ooh, very nice. Love Rick James. This is Sweet and Sexy Thing, instrumental, and the regular version. So that's cool. That's really funky. All right, we got 2 more here. Tina Turner, Typical Male. Really cool font there. And, oh, another Tina Turner, Typical Male, but with a different label there. All right, so there you have it. That was the 5045 mystery box. And I have to say, you know, there were some really cool titles in here and some cool stuff for me to check out and maybe discover and learn more about. But to be honest, I probably won't be picking up another one of these. Just not enough good stuff in here to, you know, to make it make sense for the price. But, you know, I guess if you're looking for a piece of that Voice of America collection, then it's definitely worth it. You know, I'll definitely be finding some way to give some of these away or, you know, get rid of them somehow. Actually thinking of doing a little giveaway to correlate with my 1,000 subscriber celebration that hopefully I'll be having soon, just waiting on a few more subscribers. So we'll see about that. But, you know, all in all, it was fun to go through and fun to learn about some of these new artists. Or not new artists, but new to me artists. But yeah, but let me know in the comments below, who have you heard of from this list of artists that I just went through that I've never heard of? Which 45 stood out most to you? Have you picked up any cool vinyl mystery boxes lately? Let me know in the comments below, and I'd love to have that conversation with you guys. But if you haven't done so already, please be sure to like and subscribe to this channel, like this video, subscribe to this channel, leave a comment, share the video, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody, and sticking with me. I'll see you next time.